Hi, welcome to the Associate Degree in Health and Community Support. My name is Jen, and I'm a Practice and Portfolio Coach. I'd like to talk to you today about the personal portfolio, which makes up one of the three portfolios in the practice manual. You'll see on that PDF here, and that you'll have available more about those portfolios and what is contained in each. So today, specifically, we're going to talk about the personal portfolio, and I'm going to go rather quickly, but you can always pause it or listen again. Now you're going to want to go to your PebblePad homepage, and you can launch into PebblePad homepage through your Milo site. So if you go to Milo in the unit and type in the search PebblePad, PebblePad Plus will come up, and just click on that to get to this page. This homepage gives you a few key things, such as Learning Center for tip sheets or shorter videos. Get Creative is where you would build things like portfolios and pages and blogs, and we'll be using that today. Your asset store can be located here, and your asset store is anything that you upload and or create in PebblePad. So you'll be using that asset store quite a bit. And you can also access any of these features. In the top left corner is the burger menu, so you can access them also on this menu. If you ever need to return to the home page, just click that icon there. Okay, well, let's get started, and we're going to start with what it looks like, the personal portfolio. So we're going to go to here it is here. So this is how we'd like you to set it up. The suggested titles across the top, and you can see this is just a little landing page. So it's just an overview of what it's about, the personal portfolio, which is a place for you to reflect as you progress through your applied health and community support degree on your views, your perspectives, your comments, your reflections on what you're learning. And this is going to have an impact on your professional future and your practitioner development. And here are some of the tabs, and you might come up with others that have inspire you, or themes that you want to work or create more on. So the first one we got is My Journey. As you can see, you've got things like qualifications, skills, interests, and hobbies. And I'll just show you quickly. This is one that I've done. I have absolutely no artistic talent, but it can show you some of the aspects you can do. And then my blog is just that. It's just a blog or a journal of how you're feeling about the way things are going. And it can be weekly and multiple times a week. So that is a blog. Caring for Me, those are the headings underneath that particular tab. In this case, I put support services, just some of the services that might support me or people I know or people that I'm working with. And then lastly, inspirations and ideas. And that is really just a place where I can hold, if I come across something that's quite inspirational, I'm not quite sure where it's going to go. It's just a place that I can, basically hold those items. Okay, so that's what the portfolio looks like, and we'll have this exemplar here for you to explore a little bit more. But let's get started with building it. And you can see I've opened another tab because we'll go back to this page, and I'll go to the home page and start by building that portfolio. You saw I selected Get Creative, and these are all the ways that I can be creative in PebblePad, and that was that blog that I showed you. Page is the most basic building block of PebblePad. It is crucial that you build pages outside of your portfolio and import them in. And so in this case, I'm going to take you through the steps in this way. We're going to build a page, and then we're going to go and build our personal portfolio. Okay, so the page I'm going to build is going to be one that's under interests, let's say. So when you go to a page, you always get a default banner, and I would recommend changing that banner to be more meaningful for you. So they do give you a selection of their own banners, or you can select your own. So just for this, I'll select that one, but you can upload your own. And then I want to give it a title. You can just type directly over this. So this is my interests and hobbies page, and I'll just type directly over. And this is a subtitle. I can either use it, or if you put the cursor over it, you can just push a space bar and it will go away. Add content button. Now just begin adding your content. So if it's text you want to add, or an image, or another banner or quote, so that this is where you can really add the elements to construct that page. So I might just start with a text box that just mentions my interests. And you can see the toolbar at the top. It gives me options of how I can change the font and the style of this, um, including color. So I'm just going to put a few things here, and just, yeah, there's a toolbar there. And I might want to put a picture, so I'm going to go back up to add content, and I'm going to add an image. Okay, now I get a placeholder, and now I've got to upload my image. They don't have a selection of images for you. You do have to upload your own. These are all images that I've uploaded through the course of time. Oh, let's put my dog in there. And so now you can resize that image. You can move that image next to the text as well, just by clicking on it, and you can see the hand come up and then moving it alongside on either side of it. Okay, so there's my image, and maybe last thing, I'll just quickly add a quote, and I'll add my favorite quote. Okay, and there we go. So I've got the beginning of a page. Let's go to save. And now I want to title this, and this is my interests and hobbies. I haven't gotten to hobbies, but we'll just go ahead and confirm that. Now, as I said earlier, every time you build something in PebblePad, it stores in the asset store. So we can either go to the home page to get that, or go here to the burger menu, go to the asset store, and it should be the top of the list, the most recent thing that I've done. However, if you cannot find it there, you can always type in a keyword search or use the advanced search. Okay, so there it is there. I'm happy my page is there. I want to now begin building my personal portfolio. So let's go back to the home page, go back to Get Creative, and now we've created a page, and now I want to create a portfolio. And here's my portfolio. It's different, slightly different than a page in that it gives these tabs or kind of folders. Now this first page is not going to move from this portfolio. It's going to remain static. So it's the exception to the rule in terms of building inside. This page is just going to be my overview page. So I'm just going to leave the banner the way it is. It's my sorry, I don't want to type overview here. I want to type in personal portfolio because there is no header or footer in PebblePad. So it's really good if your landing page is actually really explicit about what you're at. So you can see nowhere else does it say personal portfolio. Up here, I might want to type overview page or personal portfolio, something that just tells me that this is my landing page. And I'll confirm that. Now what I'd like to do is just copy and paste the details of what the personal portfolio was all about. And I'd like to do that because I might forget what exactly is meant to be stored in here. So I'm going to need to add a text box. I'll just go back to the original and just copy and paste it. Just, oops, I don't know if that did copy. Copy, and I'll just paste that there. Okay, good. So now I've got a little more details on what's included in this personal portfolio. Now the second tab, we'd like to, you click it, and you're going to get options such as add a new page, which is where you want to start. So add a new page. Okay, now you have this very attractive white space that you might want to begin adding to, but don't. Because what we actually want, if you go back here, is you want a drop down that's going to give you lots of pages. So you can see skills, qualifications, interests, hobbies. You actually want to create a drop down, not a single page. As well, you don't want to start typing in this page because you'll never be able to export it. It'll always be there. It's like a binded book. Okay, so we really want to convert this to a folder. And we do this by going convert to portfolio. Okay, good. We've converted that to more of a folder. And I want to change the name here to, oh, and I've just drawn a blank. Yep, my journey. Okay. Uh, my journey, and confirm that. Okay, great. Now we've got more of a folder. Now we don't want to start building on here. We want to import that interests and hobby page that we completed. And what we do is go to add existing asset. We've built it, it's in our asset store. So when we click on it, it'll come up at the top of the page. If not, if it's not top, it's just because we haven't done it most recently, but you can type in the search to find it. If it's not in this box, that means that you did not build it in PebblePad. Okay, so that's the one I want. I click on it and it's going to import that page for me. Look at that. That's really cool. Now I can go back to this one and delete it. Let's just remove that. That's too enticing. Remove that page. Yes. Okay, so there I have my interests and hobbies. Now if I had my other pages like skills, qualifications, I could just keep adding those. So let's just do this quickly one more time. Add a page, yes, add the new page. Convert that to a portfolio. Title it. Confirm. And then you would go and find your blog. So add existing asset. There's my blog. And there it's come in. Now I can add to my blog here and it will as well update my asset in my asset store. So they do talk together. So anything you do write in here, just be aware it will change the link that you have in your asset store. So that's how you start building a portfolio. Now I haven't saved, have I? So save. And now this is the title for my portfolio. So this is my personal portfolio. You might want to put the associate degree title down. Don't have to. And confirm that. I'm just going to put test so I don't get my, okay. And now it will be in my asset store. It should be probably at the top of my asset store. Yep, there it is. So there's the one I did, and that's my interest and hobbies page. Okay, thank you for listening, and I hope that you have fun creating your personal portfolio.